everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Bridgerton Season 2 Episode 5. If you want to watch our uncut reactions, links to the Patreon is down below.
Last episode, the chemistry between Kate and Anthony was definitely hotting up. They had a few stolen moments together, like when they were on the shooting trip and Kate ran off and he was showing her how to shoot a gun. They had that little conversation about the bee sting, and he did put his hand very close to her bosom again.
He gets very triggered by the B word, you know. He's like denying that he copped a feel or whatever, and he's very stubborn about it.
Also, in the middle of the night, neither of them could sleep, and they had a moment in the drawing room and the thunder interrupted them.
That was especially saucy, I have to say. I knew something was going to happen because they kept panning from them two in bed, like restless, and I was like, I knew something was going to happen. He actually opened up to her, which was very surprising about his father.
There are all sorts of moments of significance, which I think is what makes them important.
It's like the little details, you know, that he speaks with her about that he would never do to anybody else.
We can tell the difference between his real and fake feelings, but Edwina can't, sadly.
Oh, the amount of times she got Kate to like interact with Anthony last episode was painful.
She is playing Cupid and she doesn't even know it.
I know, like, I feel terrible for her because she just is so oblivious. I was totally thinking that Lady Danbury was gonna, on that balcony with Kate, was gonna literally just say, bruh, stop flirting with Anthony, or something like that. But
I don't think Lady Danbury would do that, because she definitely knows, because the advice she gave was egging her on to tell Edwina how she feels. But
yeah,
I don't, because I think she's always in favour of a love match, so she just wants everyone to be happy.
Yeah, I think she could tell, but doesn't want to outrightly say it, you know. She wants her to come to that conclusion. All hope is lost now, because he's bloody proposed to Edwina.
Well, yes, but first they had that steamy moment in the drawing room again, I think, actually. When there was a lot of heavy breathing, and then Daphne caught them.
Oh god, I remember that now. It was very intense, and they were inches apart and just stepped in on the moment. And
so close.
It was so close. Oh, I just don't know how it's going to play out now. Like,
I know, with the engagement. Well, what I'm hoping for, because I live for it, is I hope that, like, Kate starts getting courted by someone and then Anthony gets jealous.
Oh, that would throw a spanner in the works. Get that guy back from the horse racing. Prince Friedrich, get him back from wherever he is. You know, get some eligible bachelors up in here. You know, Kate needs someone to distract from the chaos he brings to their lives.
We are the only people in the history of Bridgerton reactors that mention Prince Friedrich so much.
He needs more. He deserves more. He was incredible.
I loved him, yeah, he was so nice, but he's probably found a wife by now, let's be real. Lady Featherington set up a scandal between her daughter and Lord Featherington. So now he has to marry her, but it got revealed that he's actually a penniless man and he was planning to marry for wealth.
Bloody cousin Jack. Who'd have thought? He actually doesn't have any money. It's all messed up. Why did Lady Featherington meddle? Oh, she's thinking about all the moments. Steamy as fuck. This isn't fair on her.
Michelle.
Oh! Oh!
Pinking is almost touched.
We thought perhaps you would not be joining us.
Your Majesty, nothing could keep me from my beautiful bride.
Oh, fuck off.
That will not do. You must have it here in town.
She's the diamond,
fact,
it must be a big event.
I shall host the nuptials myself. It me myself with bringing about this most illustrious match.
She is taking full credit for
every
everything.
detail.
Anthony, your eyes are wandering. Stop it.
They keep staring.
Oh my god, she's shaking.
It is like a fairy tale come
Oh
true.
no, she's got a cool scene.
You deserve nothing less, Bon.
She is quite happy cousin Jack has ensured our family's future. I must admit, so am I. Look at it.
God.
Prudence.
You must continue in this engagement. I
We'll think of
She's
something.
too stubborn.
Well, you better think fast.
How do you get money when you have nothing?
What about Miss Edwina's sister?
What about her?
Will she come to live with us too?
Oh, I do hope so. It will be a boon to have another intelligent woman in the house.
Another? You're overcome.
Flower arranging. Penelope's mamma is forcing her to go, and you've wanted me to find more ladylike pursuits.
How long have you cared about flower arranging?
I'm an open-minded woman. I can care about many things.
I love Eloise.
This wedding is as much your triumph as mine.
No, it's
Whatever you
not.
said to the Viscount
Oh,
at Aubrey Hall,
stop.
it clearly swayed him to declare himself. And when the Viscount and I are blessed with children, you shall be their favourite aunt.
Oh, that would be
Us all
lovely.
together as a family.
Rather not.
Perhaps Lady Whistledown will report that I have been entrusted with our diamond wedding ensemble.
Tell me, are my musings not offering you sufficient business?
Indeed. But why should there be limits to a woman's ambitions? I would think you, of all people, would understand.
She wants more publicity.
She's bargaining.
We're here to have Miss Edwina's betrothal ring altered to fit.
My apologies, but my sister and my mother have not yet returned home.
Of course. Then we shall trouble you no further.
Is that cake?
It is indeed.
I fancy a good lemon.
This guy.
You wish to speak to me of the weather?
Is there another topic of conversation that would be more appropriate?
Jesus.
Not of everything that passed between us at Aubrey Hall.
You're talking about this right in front of that man?
Nothing passed between us. I'm a gentleman.
He likes to keep saying that, doesn't he?
Nothing happened in that library. Though would the two of us being obliged to marry be the outcome you desire?
Of course not.
Then let us both be glad.
Do you and your sister happen to share gloves?
Oh wait, is he going to measure her for the ring?
We may use your finger to size the ring.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I love this guy. It's perfect. Oh my god!
It is the ring my father gave to my mother before they were wed.
Just a moment.
Oh,
Is it
don't
stuck?
get stuck.
It's stuck.
Well, Edwina is here now.
Yes.
What's that really going to do? Pull off?
Just another.
Oh.
There. Lord and Lady Sheffield sent word. They are in London.
Our grandparents.
Indeed, it
Oh,
seems
they
they read the
wanted the
engagement
agreement.
announcement and wish to make your acquaintance and that of your future husband, of course. They are betrothed. The Viscount made a charming proposal. Your sister gave her giddy acceptance. And in the eyes of society, and might I add the Queen of England herself, they are as good as wed. Only a fool would jeopardize their marriage now. Are you that fool?
She wouldn't harm her sister.
Mr. Dorset.
Mr. Dorset is back!
Oh my god!
You'd be so kind
Yes!
to accompany me on a turn around the lake.
Yes!
I wish to apologise and throw myself at your mercy.
Yes!
Very well, my lord.
It has been noticed. Walk right next to him.
A handsome couple they make.
Oh, if looks could kill. She's laughing with someone else.
He's looking a bit troubled there.
I want both of them by chance
Who's
from
here?
their husbands and brothers.
Is it not thrilling?
You.
Me?
I told you I don't know anything about your Whistledown gossip.
It's not her I see today. But the exchange of ideas with like-minded men and women on subjects beyond the trivial concerns of polite society.
You're a long way from Mayfair for writings that are merely serviceable.
Luckily for me, there is a thrilling invention called a carriage that may convey a lady from one place to another. It is a marvel, to be sure.
What's your name?
Oh, those two are cute.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Eloise. I'm Theo Sharp.
I know.
You know.
As I know, there are several errors in your arguments that I must bring to your attention. Have you a pencil? Never mind. You may borrow mine.
Oh, they're so adorable.
Oh my god, why are all the ships so good?
If your travels do lead you there, then I would be most happy to show you the places I know.
No.
They do have a slight common interest.
That knot will never hold.
It is perfectly adequate.
Then I must question your nautical skills, Dorset.
Oh, he's getting his
Undermining
hands in it.
him.
Pardon me.
Oh Oh, here we go.
Anthony, what are you doing?
What is he doing? What do you want, man?
Let go!
Your jealousy is going to get the better of you.
Oh,
Come now, it is not.
Oh, Edwina.
Oh, getting a look at the goods, are ya?
Miss Eloise seems to have misplaced her reticule. When she was out yesterday, I would be happy to retrieve it. Where exactly did she visit?
I warned her. The streets of Bloomsbury aren't fit for a lady.
I would require my proper tools for a definitive valuation, but I would say you should take very great care indeed. It is rare to see stones this fine.
I shall be in communication with you should I require anything further.
No cake, then?
I was just about to say, give him some cake.
Although 2 of the founding members are women, we are still not yet allowed to enter the classroom. At least not while we're clothed.
Ridiculous.
What I really need is a study of the male form. The naked
Take off
form.
your clothes.
Start
Insane.
stripping. Oh, he's really doing it.
It is a very powerful thing to meet someone and feel that you know them in a way unlike any other. I had always hoped that you and Edwina would be spared the choice between affluence and love, and now you shall. Of course, Mama.
Things have
We
changed.
should all be perfectly happy.
I'm finding it quite difficult to continue to stay silent.
You've been anything but silent.
This is your betrothal, Anthony. You should be excited to wed Miss Edwina, but for all I have seen, you act as if you are approaching the gallows instead. If this is not what you want, you must say something now, Anthony, before...
What I want is beside the point. I could never dishonour Miss Edwina by begging off now.
You shouldn't have done it in the first place.
If you have doubts, do not simply set them aside. This is the most important choice you will ever make. And it would break my heart to see you spend the rest of your life in regret.
You will regret it.
There's something I must tell you about your grandparents and how they have in fact influenced our trip.
Our guests have arrived.
Oh, darn it.
Access to the Sheffield fortune would certainly be a fine reward, would it not?
I hope they don't make some snarky remarks or something.
I hope not.
Come along. Our guests are waiting.
I'm scared for this. They sound really scary.
What if they let it slip, the plan?
That's what I'm thinking.
Her Majesty is kind to be so forgiving after everything that has happened.
No, we're all family.
No, yes, of course we are.
Wow.
We
Even after our
disowned
daughter
her.
so callously rejected the match we had found for her.
They can't help themselves.
And all for what? A mere clerk.
Oh my god, she's going
and
off on
with
one.
a child from previous marriage, with God knows who.
My mother has a name.
Lady Sheffield, I really
We
must
could
ask
not show our faces in society for years.
She is such a bitch.
Robbing us of our grandchild.
Grandchildren. I have 2 daughters with whom you have had every opportunity to form a connection.
Yeah, you
but the
could have got
choice
in
to shun
contact
us was
sooner.
yours alone.
I beg you.
And do not think I took it lightly.
Tell them.
You speak of scorning riches, and yet you have come crawling back to snatch at our fortune.
Lady
Oh, no.
Danbury is right. Perhaps nothing from you.
Oh, you may not, but your daughter certainly does.
Oh god. No. God.
The condition of which clearly states that she must marry a man of good English breeding to inherit. I see this one has inherited your penchant for avoiding the truth, or maybe that's something she inherited from her father.
That is enough. I can only think that you have been exiled from good society because of your deficient manners rather than for any other sin. Since the moment you arrived, you have failed to show the proper respect for the Sharma family, and I will not stand for it.
I
will
declare...
not.
Oh.
Yep, shut up, you two.
You may leave at once.
You cannot be serious.
Please be so kind as to send for
Yes,
Lord and Lady
this is
Sheffield's
so
carriage.
nice.
You can wait
That's what we
outside.
need.
Lord Bridgerton asserting his authority.
Lord Bridgerton, Lady Bridgerton, I must
You
apologise.
should also take our leave.
Yes.
Thank you for the evening, Lady Danbury. It was quite enlightening.
They just think they're using him.
Everything is ruined. Everything.
I take it there is to be no dowry, now that the Sheffields have withdrawn their support.
You care about a dowry. It is because of what you just did that the Sheffields withdrew it.
It's regrettable, to be sure. But clearly, both Miss Edwina and I have been misled. And it is best to call off this doomed engagement before it is the cause of any
Oh,
mischief.
right, okay.
So he's trying to be angry to call it off, isn't he?
You have made this match impossible.
But I am leaving for India.
And it is not far enough.
Oh!
Do you
No,
think
I
that there
thought
is
he
a
was going to
corner
say something
of this
different.
earth that you could travel
So did I.
far away enough to free me
He
from
doesn't
this
like
torment.
anymore.
Oh,
I
wait,
am
this
a
is good.
Stop saying you're a gentleman.
You are the bane of my existence.
Oh.
And the object of all my desires.
Oh.
Night and day, I dream of you.
Did not ask for this. To be plagued by these feelings.
I feel like someone's listening.
So do I.
Oh my...
It is insupportable.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They're so close.
Oh my god!
They're impossible, aren't they?
I will spend every day of my marriage wanting you, dreaming of you, dreading the day when my last thread of honor finally snaps. Is that the future that you want for us?
I don't really get what he was saying there. He keeps bringing Edwina into it, but I'm so confused.
Look, Emma, all you need to know is that was a good conversation.
Mines are worthless. There are no rubies to be found.
And how are they to know the difference? Are they to board a ship to the Americas?
You're gonna scam them.
You're serious?
I've never been more serious in my life. Get them
She will
to
go to
invest.
great
Take
lengths.
every pound that they offer, our fortunes will be restored.
Once I am married to the Viscount, there will be ample funds to provide for all of us. He is as generous as he is wealthy.
She still wants the marriage.
Sure. The Viscount will provide for you and Mama too. What burden would it be to marry the person I love?
Do you really love him though?
Watching how nobly he defended us at dinner tonight, how could I not?
It wasn't sort of directed at her though, was it?
Nothing more than to be his wife. His Viscountess.
Oh, this is actually really sad.
It's gonna be really embarrassing for her when it all comes out.
Sharma, I see you continue
what?
here with your morning ride.
She's going to
As
tell
for you,
him
it
to
seems.
marry...
Long have I wrestled with it, but I see no other option. I will talk with Miss Edwina today and see my way to ending things. It is the only way to ensure that the two of us can be rid of this impossible situation.
Oh, he wants
It will
to
be
do
as if we
that.
had never met.
Oh, he's gonna cut both of them out.
I could not live with myself if I robbed her of her happiness and the future she deserves. Please, Lord Bridgerton. Anthony, you must keep your word. You must
Going
marry my
full name.
sister. You must marry her as soon as you can, because this feeling that plagues us so, it will pass.
But he gets so breathless every time they speak.
Very well.
Oh, this is gonna cause problems though.
I shall see that the wedding shall take place as soon as possible.
That was very extra.
Alright. Oh, this is sad. I mean, it's the best option out of all of them, though, isn't it? Like,
it's not though, because it's all gonna come out on the wedding day, and I don't know how. Well, I have faith because I think next episode will be the wedding if they're going to have it as soon as possible, and I think they'll get together the next episode because they're not gonna have Anthony and Edwina get married.
I think they're on equal playing fields of how much they like each other. Like, I think Kate's been quite bold lately with her affections, but also Anthony. I wasn't expecting him to go all out in that room earlier, you know, confessing his feelings. He was the first one to do it, I suppose.
Well, Anthony kind of confessed him last episode, didn't he? It doesn't surprise me because Anthony has just been waiting for Kate to give him the word not to do it. I think he would gladly accept his feelings and not marry Edwina, like going from last episode, but Kate didn't say how she felt, so he pursued Edwina. Whereas now, like that conversation in the drawing room, he was telling Kate how she's the object of his desires and he can't live wanting his wife's sister for eternity. He's finding any plan he can to call the engagement off so that everyone can be happy, but I didn't realise that what he was meaning was cutting both Edwina and Kate out of his life, which, you know, that would be awful.
The options were either I marry your sister and we sort of sneak off every now and again, or everything's off, you know?
Yeah.
You guys can leave. Those were the only two options, it seems, and it's so cruel that that has to be the case. And
the thing is either way it would all be on Kate, because if Anthony called off the engagement over that interaction with the Sheffields, that would be Kate's fault because she's the one that kept it a secret. Or if they got married and snuck around, you know, Kate's obviously playing into that, so that would also be her fault. So either way, Kate just loses, and I don't know how the season's going to end with Edwina accepting it, because like Edwina is quite forgiving and I do think that she would just want her sister to be happy, but I think if I was her, I'd never forgive it.
I know, there's one thing, like with the whole Sheffield situation, there's one thing forgiving that, but there's another for, you know, your own sister, flesh and blood, going after your husband. Like, that's a whole level of betrayal.
Yeah.
You know, one that's a lot deeper, and I think if Kate were to say how she truly felt to her, I think she actually would accept it, which is quite sad, really. On one hand, I really want Kate and Anthony to be together, but on the other hand, I feel really bad for Edwina and everything that goes along with that. So it's a toughie. It really is.
I hope things work out for Edwina this season.
I just don't want anyone to get hurt. That's the thing. But I feel like I'm asking for too much.
Because Anthony and Kate are hurting more, like, being apart. It's Edwina that will be the one that gets hurt.
Oh, darn it. Why does it have to be Lord Bridgerton that she wants to marry so badly?
I know.
I don't know what she really sees in him, to be honest. He's always looked so cold with her.
I see what she sees in him.
Well, yeah, but like from her point of view, he's never really involved in any of the conversations or seems authentic at all.
He doesn't seem authentic, but he does seem like the perfect man.
Yeah,
he always says the right things and whatever. And I mean, when he just did that, like defending her family, and she said that was how she fell in love with him, like you can see why, because that must be like an amazing feeling to see your family was just getting shit talked by your grandparents, and then your husband to be is like, get out, they're amazing women.
No invites for you guys. The wedding, you're not invited.
Yeah.
Her grandparents, by the way, super shit. They are horrible people.
Awful. Eloise was sneaking off to the dark side of town, and Penelope doesn't look too happy about that.
I don't really know exactly why she's angry about it. I don't know if it's because she thinks that her secret's going to come out or something, because she used to do business with Theo in his printing house. She's getting really hung up on it, and Eloise is lying to her now a lot.
I think it's because originally Eloise was going to that neck of the woods because of Lady Whistledown. Obviously she went there with Penelope to the shop to she didn't go with Penelope, but she was telling Penelope about it all at the start, about her search for Lady Whistledown and the letter K's and everything that she discovered, and so Penelope is obviously trying to do everything she can to deter Eloise from searching into that, to keep her identity hidden. But now that Eloise hasn't told her about this, she doesn't know that Eloise isn't going there to search for Lady Whistledown. She probably thinks she's still continuing, but she's not. She's going there for different reasons.
It must be so difficult for Penelope, having to lie all the time and cover your tracks.
Yeah.
I really wanted to tell Eloise.
I don't know how Eloise would feel, though, being told that all along it was the person she's been confiding in.
Yeah.
And
exactly, she's been lying to Eloise since day one.
And she's always been the person that Eloise has been, you know, disclosing her theories to and everything. So to find out it was her all along would be like a kick in the face. So I thought Eloise would probably be mad because Lady Whistledown, like, ruins lives essentially in some cases. But Eloise doesn't seem too hung up on that. She seems more hung up on like her ideologies and stuff. So I don't know, maybe she'd take it well. Colin's the one that I'm worried about finding out because, like, of the whole stuff with Miss Thompson got written.
Yep, that is a big nope. Don't want Colin to know. I think he'll take it really badly because of everything that happened and all the gossip that came out.
Yeah.
And Penelope's a dear friend of his. Very dear indeed. The betrayal would be immense.
So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to season 2 episode 5 of Bridgerton. If you want to watch our uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for episode 6. Bye.